All right, give me a second, and I will grab a big box full of monster books. Okay, so we picked up through a Facebook auction group. There was somebody who had a whole bunch of monster magazines they were wanting to sell. They didn't know how they were going to sell them or how they were going to do it. And most monster books aren't worth a lot of money. There is a collectability in the market. Some are. So we offered a price per book to buy all of them. I think he had 96 of them. And they just came in the other day. We haven't even opened the box yet. So I thought we'd open that box up, take a look, and see what's in there. Now, this customer told me that these books were in the sort of 8 to 9 range, so VF to VF near mint. So let's hope they are, because if they are not, we're stuck with them. This is a seller who I know who they are through somebody else. I wasn't worried it was a scam, but they don't use like PayPal goods and services. It's all EFT with receipt, kind of blah blah blah. So there's no getting the money back if they're not what they're supposed to be. But I have no reason to think that they won't be. So let's see here. Yeah, monster magazines are experiencing a renaissance right now. He did send me a receipt, which is good. No HST number on that, but whatever. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so let's take a look here. Looks like they were. Oh yeah, yeah. These are in. Yeah, these are in fine. I mean, they're not super high grade. Here, let me show you guys here. So, famous monsters of Filament, and I know there's glare, guys. Sorry about that, but it's just because I have to have the overhead lights on when I'm looking at books, or else I can't see them. But famous monsters of Filmland. So you can see there is a Frankenstein's monster, and yeah, they're actually in nice condition. I would say even with the you can see how they get a little bit of discoloration on the edges. Multiple color breaks on the sides. Yeah, so they are probably, this one probably is an 8. A little color breakdown in there, but yeah, it looks like it could be a VF. Worst case, VF minus. So that's pretty cool. People are interested in monster books again, especially like the classics. I mean, Godzilla covers are coming back strong. Any of the classic monsters. Guess what happened to Count Dracula? Famous monsters. I know there are some in here that are big name characters. Close Encounters, Alien Horrors, Star Crash Flash, Macabre Mummy. It's pretty cool. Like, I just like the covers. Like, the graphics are really cool on these. I don't know why this one keeps going back to this here. There we go. So, well, it looks like we have some other people online. It says that there's 5 people watching now. Almost more than I can fit on one hand. Feel free to say hi in the chat if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. I was very boringly cleaning a comic book just previously with an eraser. Now we're looking at famous monster books from a box that we just got in the other day. Oh, what movie is that from? It's not. Oh, it's escaping me. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, disgusting. Famous monsters, and there's a Star Wars concert. contest in this one. First news, new Star Trek movie, Star Wars 2. So who knows? Maybe there's some like, here, now this is cool. Jaws versus Ape. Now, I noticed they're not calling him King Kong. I don't know, maybe they're not allowed to call him King Kong because of some sort of copyright issues on here, but that's pretty cool. Oi! That's the sand, not the Jawas. The Jawas were the little guys. I forget their names. It's escaping me. That's the live streams, guys. Live streams. You got to remember everything on top of your head, and my memory's not as good as it used to be. But the sand guys that were shooting with the rifles from the ridge. It's actually a pretty cool cover. Well, hey, Steve. Yeah, this is the I did a little cleaning of a book with some basic eraser cleaning, and then now we're just looking at some the Monster Magazine's Famous Monsters box just came in the other day, so we're taking a look at those. Thank you, Tuscan Raiders. Thank you, Andrew. See, you can always rely on your regulars to help you out. And welcome, guys. Oh, also, the reason that the giveaway didn't work last time, my first stream, is customers or viewers have to kind of be enrolled in a loyalty points program in Streamlabs, okay? And basically, when you view live streams, it sees that you're watching it and it adds you to that program so it can draw you out of that program. Well, because it was the first stream, there weren't any users in it. And I didn't have it enabled because, well, I didn't know. So now I know. So anybody that views a live stream now, basically you'll get added to that. So when I do giveaways, you'll be in the loyalty program. So we need to run some streams and get people rolled into that so that when we do the next giveaway, we're in good shape. Oh, this is cool. Darth Vader. It's funny, I guess Darth Vader is considered a monster. I mean, under his armor, right? So that's cool. 250 Darth Vader poster prizes in our new contest. It's funny how they've had to do so little with the Darth Vader costume to keep it relevant today, right? So that is how I won so easily. Yeah. Well, actually, it didn't work at all, so that's why I had to make the prize wheel, right? Because it basically was saying there was no eligible entries, right? So you live and you learn. You just got to stream. I've been watching one of my people that I follow on YouTube, Brandon Ferris. He's got like 8 million followers. He just started live streaming now, and he was kind of like, you just gotta do it. And you'll figure out, the weird glitches. Battlestar Galactica, one of my favorite sci-fi series of all time, hands down. Battlestar Galactica, and the old Doctor Who, sort of like my jam. One thing I did do after our stream last time was I have a little spot monitor now that's right below this camera. So right below this camera, I have a spot monitor. So now I can look down and I can see my screen streaming, and I can see the chat, and I don't have to always be looking over here, showing people my beautiful side profile. I can actually stay looking at the camera. And then I got a better light you can kind of see the reflection of my glasses. A better light allows that to see. So, these little things. I did pick up, if anybody else is streaming, I know, Steve, you do recording, but if anyone else wants to start streaming as well, I bought a... yeah, exactly, yeah. Mistakes will be made, absolutely. I bought a little Stream Deck controller. It's like a little... it's not the cord's not long enough for me to show you guys, but it's like a little square. It's about this big, and it's got programmable buttons. They're actually LCD buttons. When you program them, they get like a background image on them, and it allows me to just quickly switch. So, for example, if my kids start yelling in the background, I'm going to show you. I can quickly hit a mic mute, and I'll be right back. Screen. And then I can come right back and hit my whichever display I want, overhead cam, front cam, whatever, turn my mic back on, and I'm right back. So it's really great, super fast. The buttons are right in front of me. It was a lot less expensive than I thought it was going to be. The entry level ones actually are very reasonably priced. I think the one that I got was like regular $199, but it was on sale for like $140. So it definitely was cool. Galactica, more about it. Some weird multi-armed fly type monster. Oh, this is neat. Check this out. It's got, so Superman, it's funny, it says Superman movie at last. Exclusive photos, Battlestar Galactica, and the Star Wars contest winner from, I guess, like a toy collage or something like that, which is pretty cool. And let's keep going. There's like I think there was like a 96 books in here. By the way, in case you guys hear any weird people yelling in the background, that's just my family in the other room. I don't have a soundproof room, so hopefully you don't pick them up too much. They don't say something inappropriate. Maybe hey, let me know. Steve, how loud is my wife on the stream? Can you hear her yelling in the background?
Well, you put a lollipop in there, and I'm like, Louie and Lauren are not going to eat a lollipop. What can I put in there?
Well, let me know. Let me know how loud they are.
I was like, Louie and Lauren are not eating a lollipop. What can I put in there? And I'm looking, I'm thinking, pen and pencil's got tons of those.
That's a cool Superman cover. I like this. I'm a big fan of the old Superman. That's like my Superman. I was always a huge fan of that. Yeah, I can hear her. I bet you everybody on YouTube can. Yeah, hold on, guys. Just a second. All right, so many monsters. Yep, nice and clear when you're not talking. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, they have like Italians, right? They have like 2 volume settings, off and max. Okay, that is a classic. This is that classic. Well, I guess it's not black and white, but this is a classic remake of that vampire black and white movie scene that you see a lot of other people when they're talking about like horror films. They use that capture from that video, right? And it's this. It's the vampire in black and white on the side of the bed over top of the other person there. Yeah, same. Yeah, it's the way it goes, right, Steve? Love at first bite. Funniest Dracula movie ever. That's cool. Oh, plus Moonraker and Amityville Horror. Yeah, that is a cool cover. What? What do you mean a test raffle is going on for viewers? There is no test raffle. I don't know why it said that. Let me see if I can find out why. Why is it saying it's a test raffle? Let me log into my Streamlabs here. Dashboard. There is no raffle. Raffle. That's weird. Yeah, it's I don't know, Steve, but I'm gonna go to my CloudBot, and I'm gonna go to timers. Interesting. There is no timer. Okay, there is no giveaway timer. All right. Well, I'm just going to. Oh, that's funny because it activated itself, but okay, cancel, close entries, cancel, confirm. Let me just delete that so I can't possibly, hopefully, do that again. Good news, guys. It has successfully pulled Andrew, Steve, and Marcus into the loyalty program for future giveaways, so you're all covered. Doctor Who, my jam. Classic Doctor Who. The Daleks. How they were able to make a rolling garbage can seem so evil. It was a incredible. Thank you for okay. Well, the stream likes one stream. Yeah, yeah. Stream. Yeah. So the contest ended. It was canceled. Yes, that's fine. Thank you. Okay. Famous monsters. Well, this is interesting. This alien image, terrifying photos from the movie. Yeah. But if I remember, wasn't this scene only in that that newer alien movie they made where they go back to the wreck and they find all the old I guess the hunters or something that were hunting the aliens, and they were all like in sarcophagus and giant in behind these navigators, and they had this big machinery thing in there. I don't remember this from any of the original Aliens movies. Oh, classic. Moonraker, Jaws. Frank Langella. Oh, it wasn't the first Aliens, eh? Oh, okay. I guess I'm going to have to watch it again. This alien head apparently has like a alien screw head in it instead of the secondary mouth. Maybe originally they were designed to have that so that they could, if they bit your head, they could drill into your brain or something like that. More aliens, more on the Alien movie. What experts are saying about it? Like, who were the alien experts back then? The experts that would tell you about, how the Alien movie was going to shake out. Exclusive Buck Rogers interview. Now that's really like old school sci-fi when you get back to Buck Rogers. Well, that and Space Family Robinsons, I guess. Disney Super Space. Oh, Black Hole. That takes me back. I forgot about Black Hole. I mean, for the time that it was released, it was probably, it was cutting edge, right? It was like 2001 Space Odyssey when that movie came out. It like blew people's minds, right? Yeah, Buck Rogers was a fun show. More famous monsters for Black Hole. Ooh, what is this? Advanced news and photos on 4 new Fright films. Oh! Fabulous contest of the fog. That's cool. Photos from Friday the 13th. Make some more space here. A lot of books in this box. Saturn 3. The Humanoid and the Crimson Cult. Generic space villains. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because some movies, when you go back and you look at them, they really do stand the test of time. And other ones you look back and you're like, how did I think that was the best thing since sliced bread when it came out? But it was, right? Cutting edge. The Darth Vader interview. Look, Boba Fett back here, and I forget the name of this. That assassin robot in the back. They now have their own comic book series now, though. You can watch them on the droids. Oh, this is a cool cover too. All the main characters from the movie with the AT-ATs in the front. Yeah, what is this? Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So we got some nice generic space aliens in here. I think they look like they're gray. They're not green, but they definitely are little. What we got here? Let's see what else we got. Bozak. Oh yeah, that's it. Scary old lady monster. What is this? Battle Beyond the Stars. Oh, Flash Gordon. Fabulous photos of the legendary Lon Chaney series. So this is a... Did I typo something? Steam, not a stream? Oh, thank you for liking the Steam. Well, I mean, Steam is nice. I don't get me wrong. It is nice to have some Steam. But now that is funny. Yeah, I guess spell check doesn't work in Streamlabs. Let me fix that. Thank you for liking the stream. Hopefully the next time that comes up, it'll be spelled right. Now that is a boxy robot. Who is this? The most devilish movie you can imagine. The Devil and Max Depp. Ugh, man. That is nasty. Oh, more Star Wars. Another nice Darth Vader cover. This will be great because the Darth Vader collectors will be happy to get some of these old Darth Vader covers. Superman 2 first photos and story. Generic monster with like a mushroom mouth. Empire Strikes Back. I wonder if somebody in the comic community would be like, oh, the Monster Magazine, that's the first cover appearance of Yoda, before the comic series was released. Although, hold on, what year was this? The comics were already out. But every so often you'll get someone who does that. They'll be like, oh, I saw an advertisement with their image on it, so that's the first appearance. And they try to get people to hype it up. Superman, Zod and his cronies, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Son of Rocky horror show, American Werewolf in London, another Frankenstein cover. What is this? Hold on. The Origin of the Lost Ark, The World of the 1995 and Heartbeats. I don't know what that is. That's kind of a funny cover. It almost reminds me a little bit of Doom Patrol with the robot face. Clash of the Titans. Oh, Clash of the Titans was a great movie. Remember the stop motion animation in Clash of the Titans with the giant skeletons? I was just amazed at the time when that came out. You couldn't believe that, how they could make that happen, and then the amount of time that it takes to do that stop motion animation is crazy. Oh, another one of my favorite movies, The Dark Crystal, Jim Henson. That's one of my favorite ones. I guess Labyrinth too. Although The Dark Crystal I like more than Labyrinth. I thought that The Dark Crystal, the story was just so much better. The character development was great. You really thought that those puppets were real. Dragon Slayer, Conan the Barbarian in there. Star Trek and some Poltergeist. Oh yeah, more Poltergeist. Yeah, Poltergeist was also a movie that, it was the first movie that really like scared me, and it was because the bedroom scene where the kid is, the lightning storms outside and the kid's in bed and he's all scared. The lightning flashes and the tree branches are echoing the room, and he has that weird clown doll on a chair. And the lightning flashes, and he looks back, and the clown doll's gone. And then he's looking around, and he looks over the side of the bed, and the clown doll reaches out and grabs him and drags him under the bed. I had one of those clown dolls. I could never leave it out of my closet again after watching that movie. I couldn't do it anymore. Some nice Wrath of Khan, Star Trek. I like how they call the annuals fear books, not yearbooks, which is kind of funny. Beastman in there. Oh, and one of our favorite monsters of all time, E.T. And another classic Star Wars cover. Now that is half of the box, guys. Half. Let's see how long. Where's my stream control? See how long. I can't tell how long have I been recording for. We've been live for 1 hour. Put those Battlestar Galactica books. Okay, hold on. Let me make a note for you, Steve. Pull Battlestar Galactica books for Steve. Battlestar Galactica books for Steve. All right, I have a note. That's half the box. We've been streaming for about an hour. Do you guys, I mean, it's a small group, but I guess it's just Steve, just you, me, and Marcus now. Steve, do you want me to go through the rest of the box? Or save the other half for another time? Since mostly it's a stream for you now. I do have my stream set on ultra short delay, so I think it's runs around a 8 to 10 second delay out to YouTube, so it shouldn't be too long. Okay, all right, then we'll blow through the other half here. Let's see here. Okay, all right. Okay. Maybe what I'll do, Steve, to help you out, let me grab my... Okay. Let me just quickly grab this. Yeah, so when you set up these streams, Andrew, you can choose basically how much delay you want, and that has to do with I guess how it embeds certain kind of chat stuff. But if you choose ultra low delay, it's still 8-10 seconds delay. Like, so that's not so bad. So here, let's see here. There, that's better. Okay, so we have famous monsters. I don't know how famous this frog is, but there's a frog. Half synthetic, half human. Only boiling acid will destroy her. I don't know what movie that is from, but yes, I'm guessing boiling acid is probably a good way to kill most things. And same thing, Andrew. If you see something that you just want me to set aside for you, that's cool too. I mean, it's when we're gonna have these streams of sort of unboxing and stuff, it does give people that tune in the opportunity that if they see something like, hey, I don't know, whatever. I like giant frogs. I don't know. Save that giant frog one for me. Then we'll take care of that for you. Various. I guess this is the before and after Wolfman. I mean, he still looked pretty hairy in the before one as it was. Attacked by the dead hand in Asylum. Clear these out of here. That is a very traditional giant-headed scary alien. Wolfman again, although it's odd how they've drawn the hair kind of inconsistently growing across his face. This one's that's actually this is actually a classic Filmland cover, Famous Monsters cover. I think this book might be the most valuable one out of the bunch. Super 101, the super special. Oh, hey, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel versus the mysterious Scorpion. That's cool. Generic receding hairline, bad guy. Oh, this is the creature from the Black Lagoon, right? And also, well, not that it exactly was, but that more recent movie with the alien, the woman that couldn't speak, and basically fell in love with the alien, was based off of that one. Another fly monster. Christopher Lee. Special issue. Christopher Lee invades Los Angeles. Oh, this next one's... Oh, that is cool. Hold on. This next one's kind of neat. I was just going to say, this one reminds me of Westworld. Which, by the way, also fantastic series. Loved Westworld. But it actually says right on here, come with us to Westworld, frightening amusement park of the future. And this is from 1974, this book. Which makes me wonder how far back the whole Westworld lore goes, which is pretty cool. Scarecrowy, kind of weird looking monster guy. Karloff in the Ghoul. Yeah, Westworld was great. I don't know if they ever planned on doing a season, because I was thinking it was 2 seasons, right? At the end of the second season, spoiler alert, when the one artificial life form basically gets out of the the control space and is out in the regular world. If they were going to have another series of them trying to integrate into society, kind of like what was that movie? Blade Runner, right? Where they're the androids are trying to hide amongst us, and then there's groups of people that are trying to hunt them down, right? Exorcist with apparently a hot pepper, or I guess that's her tongue. Her tongue's supposed to be green. Some classic witches. Oh, look at this. Now this is my favorite monster. Little Godzilla action going on there. Featuring all of Japan's monsters. So it probably has all the Japanese monsters in here. Fun fact, I'm going to Japan in October. And I'm going to bring my Godzilla shirt with me. Well, I'll have to find out if wearing a Godzilla shirt in Japan is disrespectful or not. I'm not actually sure. I'll check that first. But I'm definitely going to hopefully find some Godzilla fans over there. Oh, this one's a cool monster. It's some sort of weird hybrid plant animal monster. Oh, the land that time forgot. Some classic skeletons here. Oh, I think this is from... I think this monster was also from Clash of the Titans. The Cyclops. 20 million miles to Earth. Can't really tell. Yeah, so I've been learning a little bit on Duolingo. It's like Japanese for travel. Basically, how to ask, where's the train station, where's the convenience store, where's the bus stop, how do I find this, introducing yourself, things like that. How do you order food? Now, my brother, who currently lives in Australia, lived for 3 years in Japan and worked there as a chef. He's actually coming over, and he's going to hang out with us in Japan for 2 weeks. And he's going to help be our sort of native guide, and hopefully help us, steer us towards things that we really should see. And if we want to save some money, he said he'll cook for us, and he's a professional chef. So, I mean, we're not going to ask him to cook for us all the time, but it will be nice to not have to, eat out at restaurants the whole time. And we're just going to rent a whole, like a whole Airbnb condo, full kitchen and everything in there. So we sort of a base of operations. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. My daughter is excited. My wife is a little nervous because, it's just me and my oldest daughter going. She's taking my youngest daughter to Disney World while we're in Japan. So this is a very cool vampire cover. I like this cover. It's sort of that classic femme fatale vampire look. Special. And don't worry, guys, I will set up my discount claim sales in advance to run while I'm away. So you guys can still bid away. Won't be pulling any books, but when I come back, yes, everything will be pre-scheduled. And yeah, Steve, that's one of those things where it's like I want to do it while I'm still, in decent enough shape to walk around for a couple of weeks and go to Mount Fuji and the mountains and hot springs and all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, Disney World, man. It's like when I came back from Disney World, I was like, I need a vacation from being at Disney World, because you really got to be on top of your game plan, the way you plan that thing out. It can be exhausting going to Disney World. It's certainly an experience, and I look back at the photos and I remember all the good times, but Disney World can be a lot of work. Oh man, look at this! Look at the size of this rat. This rat is like stealing people and hiding them up in trees. It's food for the gods, apparently. Yeah, excitement overload for sure. And of course, it's Disney World is just always busy. Like always, right? Doesn't matter the time of year; it's always busy. So, you definitely, in my opinion, do not go to Disney World during, um, like American holidays, or like American March break and stuff like that, because it's just going to be even worse. We always went in what would be considered the off season. Um, we've been there when it was set up for Christmas, and also for the Halloween setup. So we got to see how they changed the whole park into that. Yeah, the Tron ride. Yeah, I'd like to take the Tron ride. It gave me nightmares. Well, then that's how you know it was a good horror movie, right? If it gave you nightmares, it was doing its job. Yeah, so my two favorite rides that I was on when I was there last was the Millennium Falcon ride. Although I wasn't in the pilot or the co-pilot seat, so I didn't get like the full effect. But the Guardians of the Galaxy ride was fantastic. That was my hands down favorite ride at Canada's Wonderland. I hear that the 4D Avatar Flight of the Naboo or whatever it's called is really good. We weren't able, just the way it worked out, we weren't able to get on that one. We did like the boat ride and the Avatar section with the kids, right? So, but yeah, I mean, it's an experience. Just you gotta be be prepared, strap in, have a good plan. And you definitely need somebody in your group who's good at like planning your meals and your rides and your fast passes and all that kind of stuff. All right, we're going into the last stack, guys. Speaking of Space Family Robinsons, the classic robot from that series. I had to do both. Oh, that is rough, Andrew. And you know what? I can understand absolutely how you would get motion sickness on that ride because the no, not VR, but the display screens are so great, and the whole thing moves around while you're flying it. Yeah, for sure. Oh, look at that! It's Godzilla against Mecha Godzilla. That's cool. One thing I did like is I did the lightsaber. You make your own lightsaber. The whole themed guy with the guy who's doing the monologue, and you got stormtroopers in the area, and you pick out all your stuff. And yeah, I can imagine, Andrew. And that was really cool. I mean, obviously it was expensive to do that as an extra, but I mean, it's the only place you can get a full lightsaber building experience. And that was really cool. So yeah, I have it here. I have to put it on my wall. I have to mount it somewhere. You could also build your own droid at a droid workshop too, where you could construct your own custom droid. Oh, and speaking of droids, yeah, Savvy's workshop. Yeah, it was cool. But you got to book it basically as soon as you're able to book it, which I think is 3 months out. You can book stuff. You got to book it right away. People were trying to walk up to get in, and I just felt bad for them. Yeah, expensive. I saw whole families in there with like two kids and the two parents. They're all making their own lightsaber. I'm like, dude, that's like $1,000 US for that. Like, that's crazy. Classic R2-D2 cover. Oh, this is neat. This looks like hold on. Is C-3PO signing his name on the Walk of Fame? That's funny. Yeah, I actually think, Steve, that what you're paying for is the experience. It's actually really well constructed. The handle's all metal. I do find that the lightsaber tube fitting has a little more flex in it than I prefer. Yeah, I know he's not a monster. He shouldn't be on there. but that like the handle's like super robust, all metal parts and everything. I think probably if you wanted a more one that you could actually swing around at like full speed and not worry about how that the top of the lightsaber is attached to the handle. There's those Facebook ads you see for them all the time. I think those probably are better for that. But if you want the whole experience like I have, and that's what I was paying for, then Savvy's Workshop definitely is. I mean, it's the place to go. I think that's Close Encounters. Oh yeah, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And the last one for tonight. Look at that. Finishing off on Darth Vader. So it's interesting that there is a fair amount. There's a fair amount of books in here that aren't, well, I guess what wouldn't be what you would consider a traditional monster. I guess you could call a special effects character, right? So there's, Star Wars characters, droids, Darth Vader, all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool, actually. So when we get a chance, we'll go through. I got to grade them all, although they're all in decent shape. I didn't see any that looked like they were, unless there's something else going on, but I didn't see any in there that looked like they were below an 8. I would say most of them are probably around a 9. Some surface wear, corner wear, maybe little corner bands. So we'll I'll go through that. I'll get that out there. Steve, I have no idea how much the pricing is all over the place on these. I don't think there are any that are super expensive, but it looks like most of them are sort of around the 15 to 25 kind of dollar range ish. So we'll see what we can do for you, and I'll pull those Battlestar Galactica ones out for you. So I think, guys, we're gonna leave it there for tonight. I appreciate you guys jumping on. I will clip out the monster stuff and do a separate, so I can do a separate video post on just the monster books, and maybe I'll clip out my section where I basically went over eraser work on a book, and then we'll go from there. So have a great night, guys, and I really appreciate the time. Ciao.